our today's chemistry session, in which we would be discussing the pH scale and its applications, right? So this class is very important because if you attend the entire session, then you will definitely score some marks into your pocket for your science exam, right? So let's get started. I am Shilpi Kaushik, your chemistry master teacher here at Vedantu. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I am Shilpi Ma'am's Instagram ID. Okay, so I guess you are pretty much excited to do this topic pH scale, and a lot of questions are expected in the board exams out of it as well. If in case you are new on the channel, make sure that you subscribe to it and you hit the like button of the video. So finally we can start our discussion on this topic. I guess everything is good. Yes. Okay, very good, very good. The first thing to talk about the roadmap. Ma'am, what are we going to do in the session? So session would be talking about the strength of acids, the strength of bases, pH scale and pH in our daily life. Now talking about strength, why do we need to do it? See, let us say I give you a solution of an acid. Okay, this is solution of an acid, and now you know that acids are the substances which have H plus ions in the aqueous solution. Yes, so you want to calculate how many number of ions, how many number of H plus ions are there in the acid. Can you do it with the help of indicators? Come on, can indicators tell you the exact number of H plus ions present in the acids? No, definitely not, isn't it? Now let's say this acid is hydrochloric acid solution. On the other hand, I take a beaker of acetic acid. Now here you want to find out, ma'am, how many H plus ions are there in the solution. So do you think that HCl and acetic acid are going to give the same number of H plus ions in water? We never know. So that is what we will have the understanding of in the class. Okay, so first of all, I would like you to get aware about the strong and the weak acids, what exactly they are. So we know that the concept that is given to us by Arrhenius says that acids are going to ionize in water. Yes, let us say there is this general representation of an acid. If I am adding it in water, then it will be breaking down to give me free ions. Yes, ionization is going to take place. Let us say I am having an acid, hydrochloric acid, in water. Okay, let's say there are 100 molecules of hydrochloric acid in water. Now you know water with its hydration energy will break down the acid molecule. Now if you had 100 molecules and all of them are breaking down to give you H plus and chloride ions, you know, there's a complete ionization. How many molecules you had taken? 100 in water. Now all those acid molecules have completely broken down to give you free ions. Yes, so this kind of acid which is completely ionized in water is said to be a strong acid. Read it. A strong acid is an acid that ionizes completely in the solution. So 100 molecules, all of them are broken down completely. So such kind of acid is going to give us a lot of H plus ions in the water, isn't it? So these are the strong acids. On the other hand, when you talk about a weak acid is partially ionized. For example, if you are taking acetic acid in water, okay, so let's say again you took 100 molecules. Now out of those 100 molecules, only few molecules are breaking down. Let's say only 20 molecules have broken down to give me H plus ion and the respective negative ions. So that means some of the molecules will be left unionized in the acid solution. Only few of them are breaking down. So these acids are weak acids which are not completely ionized, or you can say they are partially ionized in water. If you talk about the aqueous solution of a strong acid, aqueous solution of strong acid will consist of only ions. है ना, because all the neutral molecules are broken down into ions. But अगर आप weak acid की बात करते हो, the aqueous solution of weak acid will consist of molecules as well as ions, है ना, those molecules which are still left unionized. You can see by this diagram picture itself, HCl is a strong acid. देखो, all the ions are separated, complete ionization. But weak acid में you can see some of the acid molecules are still neutral and few of them are broken down to ions, है ना. So partially ionization है weak acid. The same definition we go with for the bases also, है ना. Now the question is, ma'am, how do we know that an acid is strong or weak? So that depends on a lot of factors. In class 10th, you are not asked how to determine an acid is strong or weak. One of the parameters is the bond strength of the acid, है ना. बॉन्ड स्ट्रेंथ होता है, जैसे कि मान लो दिस इज अ जनरल एसिड HA. If this bond is weak, let's say this bond of the acid is weak, so that means in that case H plus ion would be lost easily, है ना. It will become easier for acid to get the ionization done. It will break the bond and give you H plus ion. So in that case acids would be very strong, है ना. But let's say if the bond is very strong, the acid will not loosen up hydrogen easily. So in that case it would be weak. So you can say that strong acids have mostly ions. So you can say this bond, hydrogen and negative ion का bond must be weak. It's weak, so आराम से टूट जाएगा, है ना. And the vice versa. Similarly, we have other factors also like stability of the conjugate base that is formed once the H plus is lost. That these are again the higher class के concepts. So we would stick over here. Some examples of strong and weak acids are given on your screen. Generally I would say, you know, weak acids, organic acids जो आप पढ़ते हो ना, that comes from the you can say plants, the living sources basically. Generally they are weak acids. जैसे oxalic acid you get in tomatoes, है ना. Sulfurous acid is there, phosphoric acid is there. But on the other hand जो strong acids होते हैं, usually they are mineral acids. Not always. जैसे you have nitrous, you are having that carbonic acid, that is a mineral acid but it's a weak acid. Just saying on a general note, okay. So you don't have to learn all these examples. थोड़े बहुत example जैसे HCl, nitric, sulfuric acid, these are strong acids. In weak acids में आप याद रख सकते हो carbonic acid, acetic acid, formic acid. Not much of them are asked in the exam, right? The same definition goes with the strong bases and weak bases. A strong base is that base which is completely ionized in water. Okay, but weak base could be partially ionized in water. Like if you talk about sodium hydroxide, if you have taken 100 molecules, all of them will completely break down to give you ions. Ammonium hydroxide में it will break down to less extent. Okay, less molecules will break down. Similarly, you can have the examples. Remember for your strong and weak bases also. Okay, they will help you to understand type of salt wala part. That is important. Okay, now coming back to a question that ma'am asked you a few slides back. What was that question? Ki we are having a beaker, isme we have an acid solution P. I want to know how many H plus ions it is having. How can I know it? I can know it with the help of pH scale. Okay, so this pH scale was developed by the scientist known as Sorensen in the year 1909. ठीक है, Sorensen ने बोला that yes, it is possible to quantify the number of H plus ions in water. Yes, आप पूरा like acid solution में you can give the exact number. Okay, so that is pH scale, a scale that measures hydrogen ion concentration in a solution in terms of numbers. Okay, it will exactly tell you कितने ions present हैं. And P over here stands for potence. ठीक है, P का मतलब होता है potence, or you can say power, or you can say potential, मतलब strength. Okay, and H here means H plus ions. So pH scale tells you the potential of H plus ions, matlab in the given solution how many H plus ions are present. You can know it with the help of the pH scale. Okay, and in fact we are having an indicator also जिससे हम directly measure कर सकते हैं pH scale. That indicator is the universal indicator. So it is a strip of paper. You dip it inside the solution में it will show some color change. That color change you can match with the different colors that are shown on the pH value का chart है ना. Let's say color is matching with this blue shade, then you will say pH is 9. ठीक है, अगर कलर आया ग्रीन you will say pH is 7. So you can get a rough estimate of the pH of solution using universal indicator, and you don't need to learn this entire chart of color. आप simply याद रख सकते हो the Vibgyor violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red है ना. ऑपोजिट में विबग्योर याद रखना, the bluish shades are towards the basis sides है ना, the reddish are towards the acidic, and green is your neutral वाला case. ठीक है. Now how do we understand in terms of concentration? So ma'am would be taking this space, wait a minute, to make you understand about the pH scale basically है ना. So pay attention बेटा, यहाँ पर ध्यान दो. देखो how this pH scale is related to H plus ion concentration. This is the question है ना. So Sorensen ने बोला था that pH value is inversely proportional to your H plus ion concentration. Let's say hydronium ion है ना. कैसे है? Inversely related है. That means higher is the pH value, low is the concentration of hydronium ions. And vice versa. So अगर आप स्केल की बात करोगे, let us say this is the scale I've shown you, pH 0 से 14 मैंने दिखाया है, the 7 is the midpoint. Okay, so what happens in this range of 0 to 7? यहाँ पर the concentration of hydronium ions is more than concentration of hydroxide ion. ठीक है, हाइड्रोनियम ज्यादा है, हाइड्रोक्साइड लेस है. दैट मीन्स दिस एरिया बिलोंग्स टू द एसिड्स. ओके, between 7 to 14 the situation is that OH ion concentration dominates over the hydronium ion concentration. So this area belongs to the bases. Then we have pH value 7 जहाँ पर exactly the concentration is balanced. Hydronium ions, OH ions, they have equal concentration. These are the neutral solutions. Okay, and you can see over here pH is inversely proportional to hydronium ion concentration है ना. So मतलब low pH values पर hydronium ion concentration is higher. So hydronium ion is nothing but acidic solution को ही बताता है ये है ना. If the given solution has lots of hydronium ions, you know it is going to be highly acidic. So if you say these are the pH values, so low pH values पर we are having the strong acids है ना. So you can say, let us say we have a solution A, we have a solution B. A के लिए the pH value is 6. For B the pH value is 2. So you can see lower is the pH, more is hydronium ion concentration, stronger will be the acid है ना. pH 2 वाला strong acid होगा. So that means pH 0 के पास strongest acids are there. If you go towards the basis side, higher is the pH, less is the concentration of hydronium ions, more is the concentration of hydroxide ions है ना. Stronger will be the base. So pH 14 पर you get the strongest base. आप समझ सकते हो. There is a solution P having the pH value 10, Q pH value 14. So आपको पता है higher is the pH, stronger is the base है ना. So you can write it, higher is the pH, that means stronger is the base. Stronger is the base, or you can say weaker is the acid. weaker is the acid, है ना. ऐसे करके you can connect it and understand. So pH scale में हाँ exact number भी आप निकाल पाओगे once you are having that universal indicator. This helps you to determine the pH of the solutions. Okay, so this is the pH. Some values, some common examples are given on the screen. You can watch it out. जैसे we are having water, है ना, that should have ideal pH of 7. Right, milk जो होता है that is slightly acidic, you know that. In fact coffee is acidic. So these are some, you know, common example. Like soaps or bleach आप use करते हो, they are bases, so their pH are higher, in the higher range. So these are some of the examples. Okay, so try to remember some of the examples, and I will make you go through some daily life examples where we came across the importance of pH. जैसे if you talk about our own body, है ना, human body ranges from a pH of 7.35 to 7.45. That means our body works well in the slightly alkaline condition, है ना. Slightly alkaline condition में our body is going to work well. So whenever you eat, you know, extra of acidic food, then you get stomach ache very easily. The body is like, I'm not used to it. The pH of the blood is around 7.4. Again, that is the basic range, है ना. You would have come across the acid rain. So acid rain से कितना, you know, environment is getting so much of, you know, threat, as in way you can see these days. Acid rain से the soil fertility is declining day by day, है ना. Apart from that, the aquatic life is dying. So what happens basically, acid rain कैसे बनता है? The pollutants are coming out of the factories, है ना. These pollutants are like sulfur trioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. When these pollutants, these are the gases basically, they mix into the rain water, है ना. बारिश का पानी आ रहा है, which is soft water. Now these gases mix into water and lead to the formation of acids like sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Now these acidic containing water flows into the rivers, flows into oceans, and they make the rainwater acidic. तो हो ही गया है, the water bodies will also become acidic, water will become acidic. And if pH value of the water is below 5.6, we can say that the rainwater is acidic rain. अगर ये गया in the land, and the, you know, it will decrease the fertility of soil, the aquatic life would be killed. So we need to reduce the pollution, है ना. Similarly in our stomach also, you know, body produces HCl, which helps in digestion, but sometimes excess of HCl is released. तो फिर हम क्या करते हैं? The pH has decreased too much, so we need to balance it. So to neutralize the effect of acid, we go with some, you know, mild bases. हम कुछ antacids लेते हैं. जैसे you can consume milk of magnesia, that will neutralize this excess of acid, है ना. You can take baking soda also. अगर कुछ भी नहीं है, पानी ही consume कर लो. Water still has around pH 7, है ना. So it will take away your pH value, increase करेगा. So acidity would be reduced, है ना. So this is another example. इसके अलावा you know that tooth decay happens. Now tooth decay होगा when pH of the mouth is less than 5.5. है ना. If pH of mouth is less than 5.5, so what will happen? Tooth enamel also start degrading. That is calcium hydroxyapatite, है ना. That is your tooth enamel basically. आप shorten करके calcium phosphate से भी जानते हैं. So what happens? It will react with the acid now, है ना. So acid में तो वो खराब हो जाएगा. So that is why to neutralize the excess of acid, what dentist advise you to brush your teeth twice. और in fact doctors तो बोलते हैं after every meal you should brush your teeth, है ना. And why? Because you are using toothpaste. That toothpaste will be neutralizing. It consists of mild base. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा बेसिक नेचर होता है. इट विल न्यूट्रलाइज द एक्सेस ऑफ एसिड दैट इज देयर इन द माउथ. उसके अलावा टूथब्रश से एनी फूड दैट इज स्टिक्ड इन योर माउथ दैट विल ऑल्सो बी रिमूव्ड ऑफ. सो दैट इज वाई केयर मस्ट बी टेकन, है ना. एंड इन आवर डेली लाइफ एंड स्टिंग होता है, बी स्टिंग होता है, दैट इंजेक्ट्स फॉर्मिक एसिड इनटू द बॉडी, है ना. फॉर्मिक एसिड रिलीज होता है एंड दैट गिव्स अस पेन एंड इरिटेशन. फॉर्मिक एसिड का आईयूपीएसी नेम होता है मीथेनोइक एसिड. ठीक है, दिस वी विल डू इन कार्बन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स. या सो दिस needs to be neutralized. इसको neutralize करने के लिए we apply baking soda on the sting and that would be neutralizing the effect, है ना. ऐसे ही you are having farmers जो होते हैं, they use a lot of fertilizers every year, है ना. Especially ammonia based fertilizers they are going to use in the soil so that plants can grow faster. But too much of fertilizers will be increasing the acidity of the soil, so उसको neutralize करना पड़ता है. And to neutralize that acidity they tend to use limestone, है ना, calcium oxide. इससे थोड़ा they are mild bases, they will be reducing the excess of acidity and turn the pH in the optimum range, है ना. Plants also grow in a certain pH range around 6.2 to 7. ठीक है, अगर इतना pH होगा, this is ideal condition for the plants to grow. Rather I would say it's slightly acidic condition में plants grow करते हैं. But if you use too much of fertilizer, 6.2 कर लो इसे, 6.2 to 7 के pH range में ideal pH range of plants. But अगर आपने ज़्यादा fertilizer use किया, pH will come around 5.5, 5. So उसमें crops will die, है ना. So these are some of the applications. Now you have to test your knowledge by attempting the quiz given in description box of the video, right? So you have to keep this thing in mind, very important. Okay, so guys, one thing I want to discuss with you, that is the Vedantu's AI live patches. So you know that now your academic year has been started and lot of syllabus is already being done in your school. Some of you are still like, ma'am, we don't understand anything, or some of you are like very regular to the school and you are doing everything on time, but yet you are not 100% confident because of the reason you will appear in the board exam first time, है ना. So I just want to tell you that don't worry, Vedantu is here with you. Okay, we have launched super affordable AI live patches for all the students out there. Okay, now reason is that because Vedantu always had a dream that we want every student sitting in the remotest part of the country should get access to the quality education. That was the main thing, and for the same reason only we came up with the AI live classes. So यहाँ पर we have increased technology to give you the best experience in the class. At the same time we have reduced cost to a very significant low level. So you have to understand that why should you come in Vedantu's Pro subscription, why you should be a Vedantu Pro student, है ना. The reason number one is that it's not that you can't do on your own, you can't complete the syllabus, you can score good marks also, but it's board exam, 10th class में the major mistake students do is they are not able to get a optimum balance between all the subjects. So you have a lot of subjects, जब आप physics पढ़ते हो chemistry भूल जाते हो, bio करते हो maths भूल जाते हो, है ना. मतलब you're not able to equally balance all the subjects. So that is one key disadvantage you get when you are trying to handle the things yourself, or when you are only studying from YouTube. You don't know how to organize the subjects, you don't know how to study in an organized and effective way. The second thing, you guys have no access to all India test series. Now you don't know your competition. आपको नहीं पता है कि अगर आप मान लो पूरा country में rank लाना चाहते हो, है ना, you want to get a good rank there, you should be aware about competition. You should be aware about the competition in your state also, so that you can be a state topper. Like that, you, if you're aware about competition, you can improve accordingly. You can know how much more effort I need to put in so that I am best among the best, है ना. So all India test series, you don't have access to it when you do study on your own or from YouTube. The third thing, your doubts are not being solved there, है ना. अगर खुद से पढ़ाई करते, I've seen that not all students are able to ask the doubts. They start ignoring the doubt. So that is one thing you should never be doing. Okay, so Vedantu, make sure that nothing out of these parameters is compromised. Apart from it, the next point is always you have confusion, ma'am. Which books should we refer to, है ना. Study material के लिए you are always having confusion. Vedantu gives you the handwritten notes by the teachers. We give you the best, you know, notes curated by hundreds of experts in our team. They are sitting overnight and working hard for you to give you the quality study material. Now during the live classes also ना, experience अच्छा होना चाहिए, है ना. You're like, ma'am, we want quiz. So we have balanced quiz, subjective questions, the leaderboards in every class to give you the best in class experience. In class, your, you know, report card is also generated twice or thrice. You get to know about your speed and accuracy. You do get assignments and class notes after every session. So you know, Vedantu has a complete curated plan for the students, because we believe that every student deserves the quality education, and you people have the potential in you that you can get that, you know, best result that you imagine of getting. Yes, 100% is also possible. So if you check, these are our 3 programs: AI Live, Live Pro, Lite and Pro Classic. I am advising you to go for AI Live because it is even less than 9,000 rupees for 1 year. Yes, you can get it for as low as 8,100 rupees for 1 year. Yes, this is 1 year fee for all these subjects ma'am is talking about. So I would be taking you to the site directly. Okay, this is the video that you guys are watching right now. So यहाँ पर you can see over here some options are visible on the screen. Vedantu Pro Lite Class 9th CBSE 2022-23. If you are in class 9th, you choose that option. Otherwise, Pro Lite Class 10th में हो आप, you can choose over there, है ना, that option. So you have to go in the link given in description box of this video that you are attending right now. ठीक है, वहां पर जाना है. So this screen is going to be open on your screen. You can see YouTube master teachers are also taking the AI live classes. We do make sure that हम सिर्फ academic sessions ना करें. We help you with the mental health sessions, with your career counseling sessions, you know, lot of extra things. Vedantu gives you the best exposure there. You meet so many amazing students. You get to compete with them and improve every day. So the elements you don't get in any offline place, you get in Vedantu's AI live batches. Okay, and the batch which ma'am is talking about, this is a special batch. So let Shilpi ma'am tell you. I am telling you about Vedantu Achievers batch. CBSE 2022-23 Achievers batch. A new batch is starting right now. This is the Achievers batch. Okay, we are having the special curated batch over here, the AI live classes. The batch is starting in this very soon, like, you know, July 1st week. So the date is not updated here for this week, है ना, month में अभी start हो रहा है. Subjects we are covering are physics, chemistry, biology, maths, English and social studies. All the features ma'am told you. Live in class doubt solving, yes, unlimited doubt solving during the live sessions. In class quizzes, fastest fingers list, leaderboard, your report cards, VIP. Now what is this Vedantu's improvement promise beta? If you attend the sessions regularly, if you appear in the test regularly, you solve all the assignments, and even despite doing everything let's say it's end of the year and you see I haven't improved here, my marks have not improved at all, by the end of the year we would return your fees back. Okay, assignments and notes, we are taking guarantee to give you all India test series. This includes midterm revision series, end year revision, है ना. This includes your crash courses free of cost. You don't have to purchase any other book. All this for as low as 8100 rupees. वैसे the course is of 9000 rupees, but you have applied Shilpi Ma'am's coupon code है ना. कैसे apply किया? If you go by the link given in description box, the code is automatically applied. So tap on buy now. You can see here SKA Pro, Shilpi Kaushik Army Pro is applied automatically. You will be able to save 900 with this coupon, है ना, and grab your seat. These are the payment options available for you. So it is like, you know, the best decision of this academic year that you're about to take. So do not think twice even before taking it. I assure you this is going to turn fruitful for you. Okay, and you are going to love it. This is for class 10 students. If you are in class 9th, choose your grade from here class 9th. Now if you are preparing for school, आप वो choose करो. अगर आप foundation के लिए prepare कर रहे हो competition, then you can choose foundation also, है ना. So tap there again. In the same way you are getting this AI live batch. The price 8100 rupees पूरे साल के लिए है. Your awesome master teachers and their experience, you can scroll down from there, है ना. उसके अलावा you can see that the timetable is already shown over there, and it's a record that, you know, Vedantu students have scored even 100% in the boards, CBSE, ICSE state boards, and NEET JEE के लिए तो you already know. So we have proven best results. Okay, so we are making these courses because we are confident enough that we can get you achieve that 100% as well. So check out the link given in description box of this video. Grab your seat and talk to your parents. They know the best for you. Fine? Okay, very good. So yeah, coming back to our topic. So I have told you all these features. So try करना है ना. Go in the link given in description box. This is the coupon code SKA Pro, and this is one homework question. So you have to give the answer to this homework question in the comment section. Okay. Write down the correct increasing order of pH for the following substances. Now, I believe this would be done by you. Thank you so much for attending the session. Do revise your notes. Okay, ma'am will see you next time. See ya.